Hey, all I do is laugh. I'm gonna try not to laugh too much because all I do is laugh. Like,
Best medicine. It's best medicine.
yeah, it's my. It's hot. So what's up? What's going on?
What's going on? It's copacetic on my end. What about on y'all's?
Man, I feel like I survived through the bunker of the apocalypse.
You
Cold.
ain't lying.
Man, look at her. Now everything is working. I won't never take it for granted. Ever
Ooh, you
in
ain't
life.
lying. Shit.
Man, I'm not lying. Whenever I'm running my water, I'm like, thank you, Jesus. I flip the switch, thank you, Jesus.
That's the truth, though. That's the truth.
Going without really makes you think about the things that we take for granted. Like I literally just wrote a blog about this, I think yesterday or today.
Mhm.
But it like, I don't know. We get so used to always having everything we get accustomed. Like we become robotic. Like we just like expect things. Like we feel like things are owed to us, right? And then when we go without it, it really makes you think like, dang, I really take that for granted. Like, you know, I don't know, but it's crazy. I am very thankful to have water and electric. I don't know about y'all.
I am too. I am 100% right there with you. Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we are back for another episode of the Welcome to Forever podcast. I know y'all missed us because it's been a little while. We didn't really miss y'all, but you know, we're here. We're here because we love you. And
Yes.
what episode
We don't
is this?
Sounds like that's toxic.
I can't. Oh Lord. What episode is this? I want to say 66. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I want to say 66.
Yeah, let's go with that. That
Sure.
sounds appropriate. Yeah.
Fuck it. We're
Yeah,
gonna
let's go with
ride
that.
with it. Well, anyway, we're back again. Welcome to Forever Podcast, episode 66. As always, it is your boy, the bad guy P-Mac.
It's your boy, the Walking Holiday He-Man.
And we do have a special guest with us.
Very special. No, I'm just kidding.
Talk about it. Talk about it.
Yeah. So my name is Lorena. I'm a mom of 5. Paul, how old are you?
31.
And
I'm 37.
I couldn't remember your name.
See?
Okay. So I went to Waco High. I came here from New Hampshire, the East Coast. I came here when I was I'll try not to make it too long, but I was a sophomore in high school. I didn't know anybody, and then so it was a culture shock. Like everything is so different. People talk different. The whole culture is different. So it took me a minute to get used to living here. And I said for like 8 years that I was going to leave, and I never left. I'm still here. But I do want to go to Dallas. Dallas feels like home every time I go. But let's see. What can I tell you guys? I'm a nurse. Did I say I have 5 kids? I feel like I say that all the time. I have 5 kids. I'm like obsessed with personal development. I love just growing as a person. It's crazy to look back and like to think about all of the hard times that I went through and to look back and be like, dang, like it built my character. It made me who I am today. And I'm so thankful for that. But anyways, I'm huge on personal development. I feel like I have a pull, and it's always, I don't know how to explain it. I could go forever about it, but I just feel like we are all here for a purpose, and we all have unique gifts and talents. And I feel like if you keep a close relationship with God, he will show you the way. And so anyways, I'm here for the fun. I'm here with you guys. So I can't wait to see what we're going to talk about.
Yeah, we gonna give it the shits, most definitely. Do you have a topic you would like to open us up with, or would you like us to just jump right into something?
And y'all jump right in because y'all do this, and then I'll. Truly.
Okay. He-Man, you got anything?
Yeah, I have a question for Miss Lorena. Is
For
that how you
Lorena,
say it?
what's up?
Lorena. Okay. So, how has dating changed for you in regards to when you were single with no kids to being a mother?
Oh shit. We gonna get into this topic.
We come with the shits. We come with the
Hey,
shits now, just so you know.
Man, oh, dating. Oh Lord, what is dating? I don't honestly. I have never dated. I have always like been drawn to somebody and like pursued a relationship with that person, and it always got serious really fast. I have 5 kids. My first 3 kids are from my first relationship, which was 10 years on and off, and my last 2 kids are from my husband. We're separated, and that relationship was like 6 years. So I never dated. Like I literally like had like puppy love like in junior high, and then my first serious relationship was straight out of high school. Like we were dating while I was a junior. It was long distance. It was crazy, and like it was just really toxic, and but then I like we split up, and then there was a period of 3 months that went by. I didn't have any time to heal. I didn't have time to like learn myself. I've really, honestly, this is my first time in the last almost 2 years. I've been single for almost 2 years. And this is the first time at 35 that I have learned what it is to be alone. And it feels so fucking good. It feels so good to be single and to be by myself and to do the things that I want to do. And not like depend on somebody's love to feel valued, to feel like, I don't know, like I have purpose on this earth. Like I always looked for myself through another man, like through a man in that relationship. I identified myself in that relationship. I didn't know who I was before that. And so it's changed a lot. Like I will be ready to date one day, but I'm not there yet. I'm enjoying this space way too much. Like there's so much out here in this world. Like Paul, I just posted on Facebook, like I just went to LA. I went to visit one of my friends, my childhood best friend. And there is so much to see in this world that like, I feel like the man that is made for me, it's going to happen like without effort, without feeling like, oh, where is he? Like it's just going to happen. And whether like, I don't know, like maybe it's just going to all happen how it's supposed to happen. So whenever I am ready though, I will date and talk to people and, like kind of keep my guard up in a way where I'm not like falling head over heels for someone like within the month. Like, I mean, maybe you can't help those feelings, but at a mature level, the red flags, what you want. I'm just thankful for all of the fuck ups. Like I'm thankful for the failed relationships because it only taught me what I don't want and what I do want. So, like before I would ignore the red flags. I'd be like, oh shit, that ain't good. But you still roll with it. Like I really like this person a lot. Like I'm still willing to deal with whatever, but it's supposed to be easy. It's not easy in the sense that you won't have any trials, but it's supposed to feel right, So I don't know. It's changed a lot. And I'm thinking.
That's good though. That's good because it is important to know how to be alone. Because if you don't know how to be alone, then you won't be happy in a relationship if you don't know how to be alone. And then it's just like on our last episode we talked about, that's an easy way to get manipulated too, because a person you're with, all they got to do is see that and be like, oh, well, I can get away with whatever I want because all I got to do is threaten to leave and they're going to give me whatever I want. So if you learn how to be alone, you won't find yourself in that situation.
I agree. Yeah, definitely. Anybody is quick to see when somebody is confident within themselves or you know, they can be alone. You can see that right off the bat. And as soon as you see that this person is depending on you, oh, they gonna pick that up and run away with it. Like, they are gonna have a field day. They're gonna do whatever they want to do with you, like you said, manipulate you. And that's no fun. That's no place to be. Like, we all deserve to be happy. Like, nobody deserves to be treated or mistreated, you know? So yeah.
Yeah, most definitely.
I will definitely have to agree with that. So what would it take for somebody in your mind to get over that wall that you put up? What kind of superhero would it have to be to jump over that son of a bitch and just be like, hey, I'm here. Let's do this right now.
Oh shit. I'll be like, no. Oh, I mean, like, I'm not ready. So if it would, like, I don't know, it would have to be, it would just all have to feel right. Like it would, the man would have to be confident. He would have to, and I hate like to put like so many, I'm not going to put standards like he got to be this certain height or he got to be like, you know, I'm not going to say stuff like that. But like, when I think of it, I'm like, I know what I want. I want a man that is very confident with himself and finds his confidence through God, because I think about this all the time. I'm like, you can only lead a family with God's guidance, because if you think you can lead a family just all on your own and like just no guidance, it's going to be hard. Because when you lead a family, it's not just about you as a man, it's about everybody that's involved. And especially with me, I have 5 kids, and like, there's no telling when or if a man will come anytime soon. But you know, when you get with me, that's another thing. I'm a package. I come with 5 kids. You have to take that into account and not be okay with it in the beginning. Then like years down the line, like things change. No, you knew that I had 5 kids. So either take it or just leave, because I'm content as I am. So he would just have to be confident, be a God-fearing man, and just have some kind of direction, like know where you're going in life, like some kind of direction, even if it's not I support a man who like follows their dream, you know, like he doesn't have to work Monday through Friday and have a regular job. Like I'm like one of the biggest supporters. Like, I know what it's like to like have a pull to do something different. So if that were the case, like I would support that, but just still at the same time, like be able to do your part financially. That's huge. Like, I hate talking about finances because like I don't get help, but I also don't like complaining about it, because it's what motivates me to do better. You know, it motivates me to just do the things that I'm supposed to be doing. So I don't know. He'd have to be pretty amazing to bring the wall down. Like, I don't know. It's a good question.
Now, so with me being a guy that's been in a relationship with a single mom, how difficult would you say it is trying to maintain a relationship being a single mom? Because I know for me, it takes a serious certain level of maturity to get involved with someone that has a child. Not even just a woman. If a man is a single father, it takes a serious certain level of maturity. How difficult is that for you? With, like you said, you have 5 kids. If you're meeting a guy, like how long would it take you, you know, roughly for to get comfortable enough to bring him around your kids? Like, is it something you will bring them around instantly? Because, you know, if you date a guy, say for like a year, but he's never met your kids, and then he finally meets them and they don't like him, then what happens?
Right. So yeah, so there is a long time. But again, like, let's say if I was in the situation. So I wouldn't want them to meet them right away either, though. So I don't know. I would just have to trust my gut instinct. You know, I would have to just really pay attention to the relationship and see if it was going anywhere. And I think I would know, like, if it was something serious, then I think at one point I'd be ready to be like, okay, well, you know, maybe let's go out to dinner, or I don't know, so that interaction is important, because at the end of the day, my kids know that they have to respect whoever I'm with. You know, I've already told them, like, whoever I'm with, that's who I'm with, you know. And yeah, like, it was just, that's important to have that interaction between whoever I'm with and my kids. So, I mean, I don't know. I would have to trust my gut. I
So,
really
Yeah.
can't.
I know
so
that grin. I know that grin. You got something. You got something boiling. I see it.
I said, like, I got a question. Like, how old is your oldest?
She'll be 16 in April.
Oh no, see,
What?
I know where you're going. I know where you're going.
you
I know
already
where you're
know.
going.
He come up in
Where you
there and she
going?
gonna be like, "You ain't my daddy. Who is this?" Your daughter probably be checking you like she the parent. Who him?
No, kids don't check me.
No,
No.
I'm saying if he come in, I'm going to my room.
They go to their room. They want to.
That's what's up. 16. That is what's up. Do you have any sons?
My last one is my boy. Yeah.
Right on.
He's 4. He just turned 4.
Okay, so 4 girls and 1 boy.
Mm-hmm.
Right on. That is what's up. That is what's up.
I have an extremely interesting question for you.
Oh Lord.
I'm gonna make you think with this one. I'm about to make you think.
All right.
What is? Let's see. I'm trying to figure out how I want to word this. What is a trait that you pass down to your kids that you're gonna have to shield them from in the future?
Oh shit. A trait that I passed down.
I'm gonna
to
make you
my
think. We thinking men over here. I'm gonna make you think.
that I'm gonna have to shield them from in the future, meaning I'm gonna have to help them move out of that.
Yeah. Like
What
either like help them with it, like help them through it, or just kind of help them get past it.
I would think it's like what we talked about. I don't know about my son because he's still little, but
Okay.
as my girls, they're teenagers, relationships really affect them a lot. So it sucks, but they saw me like always depend on somebody to make me happy. So they're like that now. And I see it and I'm like, dang, that sucks. Like I caught it too late. But yeah, like I talk to them now about it and I'm like, you know, you gotta be confident, you know, you gotta believe in yourself. You're beautiful. You're this, you're that. You know, if don't let people talk to you however or whatever. But yeah, I already see it. It sucks. I hate it. I hate that I was like that and that they learned that through me. Yep.
I have another question now too.
Okay, you popping out with the question now.
Yeah. I told you we own it. You mentioned 16. Has she started dating yet?
So she's special. She's an antisocial baby. She would rather be with me. Like she don't. I'm like, you want me to take you to your friend's house? Like, what you want to do? She don't mind staying home with me. I'm like, the other day I had a conversation with her. I was like, so what's your plans in life? Like, what are you moving out? No, I'm just kidding.
You ready?
I was like,
Ready,
"Are you
ready.
She, but yeah, she's a homebody. She likes to stay home. She likes to be around family, like me and my parents, my sister. She'd rather be with us. My 14-year-old though, she's a different story. She likes boys. So Oh Lord, she reminds me of me at 14.
Mm-hmm.
That
Okay.
is what. Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
she said, yeah. So what were you like at 14? Since we're
Oh,
there.
good question.
Uh,
Good question.
I was a mess, man. I was terrible. Like, man, I wish I could have did life different. I would have
I, I,
tried in school.
I need some receipts. I need story time, story time, story time. Give us
Yes.
something. I want to know something.
Man, I just well, shit. Like, I mean, who's gonna hear this, mom? Oh shit! Like, oh, I mean, I was drinking, I was smoking at 14, 15, and shit. I'd already lost my virginity by then. Like, I was bad. I was bad. Like, it was bad. This it. Shit. Yeah, that was bad. I was angry. I was really angry at 14 because I didn't get the love that I needed growing up. And I love my parents. Like, you know, they provided the best that they could, but I needed something else. Like, I needed emotional support, love. Like, I didn't get that. So I looked for it everywhere else. And yeah, so I was angry. I was really angry.
I could see that. I could see that from the standpoint of I'm a firm believer in who you are as an adult. It starts in the household. You know, things that you're subjected to, the things that you see as a child. Because, you know, as kids, you know, adults, they really don't think we see and pay attention to much. We pay attention to a lot of shit when we're kids. And I'm a firm believer in it all starts in the household. What other type of things did you see? Did you see your dad putting hands on your mom? Did you see mom always cheating on dad? Did you see things like this? Because it affects our subconscious minds as kids to think these type of things are okay. Because I guarantee you a large percentage of guys that put their hands on women, I guarantee you when they were younger, oh, I saw dad do it. I saw dad put hands on my mom. It was fine then. So
Right.
I'm a firm
Right.
believer in that.
Yeah, yeah, you learn a lot of things in your household growing up, and so it sucks. Like, you know, you got to break the cycle eventually. You know, you gotta want better for your kids and just make change happen. You know, not allow things to happen, even if it was what you knew. You know, and yeah, I agree. It definitely molds you at a very young age.
You know, because kids are little human tape recorders. They see everything, they hear everything, even when they look like they ain't, and they're going to process it and repeat it
Yeah,
in some shape, form, or fashion. It never fails.
yeah, they're soaking it all in. They're learning it at a very young age. Toddler, you know.
True. That is very true. So,
Yeah.
speaking on learning and relationships, what are your guys' thoughts on what do you feel like is the biggest thing that couples argue and fight about? What do you feel like is the biggest thing?
Right.
I don't know if it's the biggest thing.
Mhm.
I believe it's up there. And honestly, I think financial situations are a big thing. I don't know if it's the biggest because, you know, it's going to be different with each couple depending on, you know, every couple is going to be different. But I think financials is a big thing, especially nowadays.
I agree. Finance is at the top of the biggest arguments in relationships.
Yeah, because let's see here, because when you're used to living alone, you're used to being by yourself, used to doing things for yourself, having your own bank account, then if you don't have the understanding, then guess what? Trouble can arise. Do you share bank accounts? Do they have individual bank accounts?
Right.
I mean, who's gonna pay what? Well,
Right.
doesn't matter who makes more money. Should that person pay more of the bills? Things of that nature plays a huge part.
Right. And that's why it's important. Like, I didn't understand dating. I didn't understand that. I never saw anybody date.
Mm-hmm.
In our culture, you just, you meet somebody, it gets serious, and then you move in together, and then you have kids. Or, well, first you get pregnant and then you have kids. I mean, and then you move in together. But that's just the way it is. Like, I didn't see anything different. That's what I learned. And like, I thought that was okay. And
Right.
it's not. So, but yeah, I feel like I've learned that that's what dating is you lay everything out on the table. You say, well, this is what, I'm looking for. And you bring those conversations. Like, you talk about finances, you talk about, like the blended family stuff, like, how you feel about things before you go into them. So that way you both understand where you're coming from and what your expectations are as a person. And that way, even if you really like the person, what your standards are for a relationship and for something to work. And if you talk about these things in the beginning before it gets serious, then that's where you can cut it off and be like, I cannot deal with that. And I will not deal with that. And it's not going to work. Instead of by the other way around, getting serious with somebody and really developing these deep ass feelings for the person. And then coming across issues like finances and blended families or whatever the issue is. And then it being like World War III, like, no, it don't need to be that way. And I feel like as minorities, like we don't get there. Like, we don't do it that way. Or like, maybe some do, but like, I would think a large majority of us just go into things blindly and then speak about expectations when it's too late.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
I definitely feel you on that. And it just goes back to like when you're first getting involved with somebody. Transparency has to be a big thing from the get-go. I mean, because you got so many people that are they're going to tell you whatever you want to hear. They want to sell you a dream, and they won't make their intentions clear. If they're just wanting to have sex with you or whatever, they don't make their intentions clear. And so now they've taken your choice away from you. And me, I'm very big on just don't take my choice away from me. If you just want A, B, and C, let me know that, and I can decide if I want to go there with you or not. And but too many people just are not transparent at all.
Mm-hmm. Honesty is huge. You're not gonna lose anything. Like, what's for you is for you. If you're in this season of your life and you just want to date other people or whatever it is that you want to do, say that. You're allowed to want that, and just be fair to the other person. If the other person has different expectations and they're looking for something else, then just say it. It's just the right thing to do. It's fair.
Yeah.
That makes a whole lot of sense because expectations are something that you're right. They don't get discussed enough. Because if a person only wants to date, but the other person has the idea that they want a relationship, it's going to be difficult to work out. That's even on, like you guys say, on a financial level. If living in two different places, one person's like, okay, let's move in together and get a house. But the other person's like, no, I think we just want to have our separate places and go from there. That is going to cause friction. That is going to cause misunderstanding, frustrations on both parts. So finances, but like you say, that choice, some of these things should be ironed out in the very beginning. Are we headed in the same direction? If not, just let me know. But I think some people are afraid of losing people. They like that comfort, that stability that a person has. So instead of them giving that choice, they're like, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. We're not going to bring it up right now. We're not going to.
They want whatever they want. They get selfish. No.
Yes, that is how they are.
Them is what they want. Like, no, just let it go. Let me go.
But people are afraid. They don't want that. They're like, just let me keep you while I do me, and then we
Yeah.
figure out everything else in the process.
Yes. Like that's all the way fucked up. Like that don't even sound right.
No, it doesn't. It does not. That's why I'm a firm believer that, along with finances, I feel like communication is one of the biggest things that causes arguments as well. If you're not on the same page, if you don't communicate with each other about each other's expectations, thoughts, things of that nature, it is going to be a whole lot of rigmarole. It's going to be a whole lot of disagreements, frustrations. It's just going to be nonstop.
Yeah, I agree. Easy. It is not easy.
So when you have disagreements with the person that you're with, how do you typically solve your arguments? How do you solve your disagreements when those things pop up?
I yell at you. No,
Oh Lord.
That's just what I was about to ask. Before you answer that, are you big on apologizing?
No, I am very stubborn. I've gotten better. My marriage taught me how to apologize. I hated it. Like I didn't know what an apology was up until a few years ago. Like, what is that?
But what made it so hard for you to apologize? What made it so difficult for you to say my bad?
I always think I'm right about everything. Like I always think
so you one of them.
because I usually am. No, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't look at myself like for a long time. I never like looked at myself and was like, wait a minute, am I doing something wrong here? Like, no, I automatically pointed the finger like, you did this, so this is wrong. And like, of course I wouldn't want to argue now. Before it like fired me up, like I liked arguing. Like I wanted to win the argument. But I don't know, like dang, you have to suck up your pride to apologize. And I have a lot of pride. I do. I'm not gonna say that it's completely gone, but I'm working on it. Yeah, it's hard. What makes it hard to apologize?
I mean, this is somebody you care about, somebody that you cherish. So
right.
It's so difficult.
So that's the thing. So like for my first relationship, it was really unhealthy. Like I got cheated on. Like it was so unhealthy. It wasn't, I don't know what I was doing. Like, I don't even know why I was there. Like I just, growing up, I was just like, you know, you saw the woman like be with her husband and like you went through whatever to like make it work and keep your family together. And that's what I thought I was doing. I didn't know that it was okay to be like, hey, this isn't healthy. Like we got to try to make this work and make some changes within ourselves, or it's just, we can't keep doing this, especially when there's kids involved. So by the time my second relationship came along, I was traumatized. And so I had really low self-esteem. I like believed he, like, I would just like nitpick at things, like smell like cologne in the room when I got home. Like, where'd you go? Like, why does it smell like cologne in here? You know, like you're not going anywhere special. And he wore cologne every single day, like twice a day. And so like, I feel like God put him in my life for a reason. And so like, what was I saying? It was just, I was really traumatized by then. And so like, I knew that I cared about this person a lot. Like I I wanted something serious with him before we got married. And it just, we ended up, like, I was pregnant with twins. Like he moved to Dallas because like I gave him an ultimatum and he didn't want to take it. So he left. And when he left, like the little bit of trust that I gave him, it was like when he left, I literally like cried like if somebody had died. And I had never like been heartbroken in that way. And it's like, I feel like it just brought back to life like all of the traumas that I had ever experienced. You know, it's like, it just like that moment when he left, like it was just like it for me. And so the wall went up. I was like, I never want to feel that pain again. And so, anyways, long story short, he came back, but when he came back, it was different. I didn't, I wasn't as open about showing my love to him. I was pretty cold, actually. And so I mean, after that separation, I realized like I have a problem, and I didn't see it until we separated. I didn't see that I made the second man pay for all of the pain that the first man gave me. Like, I didn't see it. It took him leaving for me to be like, oh shit, I have a problem. Like, and it's not okay. And I cannot be in a relationship and not be healed. Like, so that's my reason for not wanting to date, you know. But yeah, so my pride comes from being hurt. Like, I don't like the feeling of being hurt. I don't know. And I've just always feel like whenever like conversations came up, and I don't know, I mean, it just depends on who you're with, right? But I never felt understood. I never felt like my opinion was valued, or, you know, that it mattered. Like, it was always, there was no communication. So it was just, I was like, no, I don't feel like apologizing. I don't even see what he's doing wrong. Like, but I mean, we grew somewhat. There was so much more growing that needed to go on. But yeah.
No, that makes sense. You know, I understand, because for a while I could be, well, to a certain degree, I'm very stubborn. Me and my girl Angel Face, we have disagreements, and I could be very, very hard headed. I could be very locked in, but at the same time, two things ended up happening. You know, if I had to start looking at things to where we're a team as opposed to we're going at war with each other. What is the biggest thing that is causing us to have a disagreement about what is going on?
Mm-hmm.
And recently too, her mother passed on her some advice that she gave, that she's like, it makes sense, and I think we should start trying it. And ever since then, it's kind of been helping out a great deal.
Mm-hmm.
And her mom was like, something that she had heard basically said, when you get in an argument, ask a question. Do you want a solution, or do you want comfort? Which one are you looking for? Which one do you need in that point in time? Typically, when we get into a disagreement with somebody, or when problems specifically come to a man, we want to fix it. That is our first thing. Okay, what needs to be solved? What's the problem? How do I fix it? Where do we go from there?
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes women just don't want us to fix shit. Y'all just want us just stand there and just listen. Just look cute, just look pretty, and just let me vent. Just let me get it out. So 9 out of 10 times, like her mom has said, when you ask that question, it makes the person stop, think, okay, what am I truly looking for? Do I want a solution to my problem, or do I want somebody to hold space, comfort me, be there, and understand where I'm coming from? So I thought, I'll try that. And lo and behold, it typically works out for us pretty well.
Yeah, that's awesome. So I never thought of it that way, but I would say as a woman,
Mm-hmm.
I do need a solution, but I prefer comfort before a solution. Like, I feel like women are very emotional. And I just want to be understood, you know, like I want to be heard. So yeah, I get where she's coming from.
When you're pissed off and he asks you what's wrong, do you actually tell him, or do you say nothing and just like proceed to like slam cabinet doors and knock the doors off the hinges and shit? Like,
that's a damn good question, P-Mac.
I'm just curious, because there's so many women. What's wrong with you? Nothing. Boom. She done knocked the cabinet door off. She done tipped the refrigerator over. Like, oh, nothing's still wrong. But
if I can get a what's wrong with you, that would be lovely. I never even got that.
Oh, no.
So that pissed me off even more. So
See,
I would get cute. I would go to the store and go shopping or something.
Because if I see all that, I have no problem at all being like, what the hell is wrong with you? But you better tell me, because if you say nothing, I ain't going to ask you again.
See, I don't know. I believe if somebody asked me what's wrong with me, I would tell them. Like, I would let you know what's wrong with me. It might not be, I might not tell you in the nicest way, but I would tell you.
Because I
That would
would
mean
just,
someone to be like, what's wrong with you? I would be like, I hate you.
because I would just prefer if you're pissed off and I say, what's wrong? You tell me, well, it pissed me off that you did A, B, and C, but I don't really want to talk about it right now. I'll be like, all right, cool. But don't tell me nothing is wrong, and then you done knock the door off the hinges. Like, I'm not buying that bullshit.
Yeah, you energy don't lie. Energy don't lie. You always know when someone's bothered, when someone's acting different.
Would you be mad if a guy didn't get you something for Valentine's Day?
I would be a little hurt.
His love ain't enough. His warmth and comfort.
I need love. I have never felt loved. I have never felt loved. Like, so that's the problem. If I got love on every day except for February 14th, I would be okay with not getting anything for Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm.
Here's why I bring it up.
I get that. I have never got that.
Here's why I bring it up.
Am I lying?
I took to handy dandy Twitter.
Oh Lord!
And this girl posted this. She posted this on Valentine's Day.
All right.
She said, if your man didn't do anything for you today, break up with him. And yes, it's that deep. On a day that millions of people are going to be made to feel special, he chose to make you feel left out. Bye.
To make you feel left out. Only you can make yourself feel left out. But I don't agree with breaking up with somebody because they don't get you something for Valentine's Day. I think the relationship should be deeper than that.
That's what I'm about to say. That's shallow heifer.
You ain't lying.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very shallow. I don't know. I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
No. Let me see something real quick. Hell. Valentine's Day was on a Sunday. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we were snowed in and everything, I think. Well, he probably don't get paid on the 14th before then. You
got the snowstorm. Like, just be happy you got somebody.
Yeah. She talking about break up with him. Heifer, you better move around.
And you see, the problem I have with posts like this is it be the women that don't even have a man that post shit like this.
That part.
Yeah, I said it. I said it. And if you ladies want to get pissed off at me, I'm the bad guy for a reason. They don't call me the bad guy just because I need another nickname. It happens to be true. It be the chicks that can't get no man that want to tell you how to handle your relationship. I never understand that.
I honestly believe that, P-Mac. I feel like women let their homegirls who have nothing talk them out of a good relationship with a good man.
Talk about it.
More than a guy and his homeboys would. I really do believe that. I feel like a woman who has everything going, a good man, everything working for, she will let her friend who's on Section 8, damn me, ain't got none of her kids, damn me, ain't got a pop to piss in or a window to throw it out of, will talk her out of a good relationship. Her man could give her, hey, here go $400, baby, go shopping, go do your best shit, have fun. Oh, that's all he gave you? 400? He didn't give you 8? He didn't give you a G? I mean, I just feel like, where the rest of it going? I don't know. I think I seen him talking to such and such. Had this poor girl worked up, and then guess where that leads to, P-Mac? Slamming doors off the hinges? Yeah. What's wrong? I don't know. He left in the dark.
Because you believe the story that was made up. Like.
Yep.
Ooh. Yeah. I feel like you really can't get relationship advice from somebody that's not at a place where you want to be or doesn't have a relationship that you look up to, so yeah, I used to want relationship advice from other people, but as I've matured, I realized that you got to figure it out for yourself. You know, you got to know what you want. You got to know what you're willing to put up with. You got to, you know, you in a relationship with one person and one person only. You're not in a relationship with their mom and their dad. You're not in a relationship with their boys. You're not in a relationship with nobody but that one person. And if y'all want to make it work, y'all going to make it work. But if you got somebody in your ear telling you all these made up stories that, you know, that aren't even true, like, I mean, you got to be smart enough, wise enough to realize that, you know, that person might be jealous. That person might want what you got, you know. So wisdom goes a long way.
That is true.
It damn sure do. So did you get anything for Valentine's Day?
No, I don't. My daughter's jaw just dropped.
See, she knew you was about to tell a lie. She knew you was about to tell a story, a whole story. Yes, you did.
Her ears perked up like a damn dog when an intruder coming in. Dogs know. Her ears perked up like a motherfucker.
Huh?
Wait a minute. It's funny that you asked me that. Because I did get something for Valentine's Day.
I knew it.
It wasn't from no man. So, like, I have been, like, little, like, acts of service is my love language. Like, if you do something for me, that's, like, the smallest thing. Like, the house could be picked up by the time I come home. And that means that you love me. Like, when I wake up, I heard the vacuum going this morning because I threatened my girls to take their iPhones away because I was like, y'all need to get y'all shit together. Like, we need to keep this house in order. And if not, I'm going to take y'all iPhone. But anyways, the vacuum on this morning was like, I was like, oh my God, they love me. They love their iPhones. But it, like, to me, in my mind, I'm like, they love me. So I actually didn't get anything from no man, but I have been begging my 16-year-old for, like, since she could cook, probably since she was like 12 or 13. I'm like, hey, like, why don't you guys make me breakfast in bed? Like, I literally throw a hint once every 2 months, and like forever they didn't make me nothing. And then on Valentine's Day, she knocked on my door and I didn't want to open it. And she was like, Mom, it's me. And she's like, Happy Valentine's Day. She finally made me breakfast in bed. And so when you asked that, I'm thinking no. And she was like, I cooked you breakfast in bed finally. Oh yeah, you did. I forgot. But yeah, no, I didn't get nothing for Valentine's Day as far as like from a man, but like my daughter cooked me breakfast in bed, and I mean, it's good.
Any of your exes write you Happy Valentine's Day trying to wiggle their way back in?
Well, my first one is in jail, and then my second one is prideful as fuck. So he don't know.
Motherfuckers get phones in jail now, just so you know.
They get phones in jail? Does your daddy have a phone in jail?
I'm just saying. I just wouldn't be surprised.
Okay, no. What about your inbox?
He hates me. Yeah. I guess Happy Valentine's Day. Yeah, just Happy Valentine's Day. Nothing special. I mean, right?
To you.
Therefore.
To you.
What you mean? Oh, because it was special because they said it?
Heck, that brother probably in your inbox thinking he still got a chance.
Did you respond?
So I was told not to respond. That means that you're interested, but I'm just a very friendly person.
I'm gonna let you know right now. You might not be with him, but he with you.
Yep. I'm
just letting you know that right now. He done told all his homies. He done told his mama.
Yep.
He didn't show them my picture.
Mm-hmm. Everything.
Oh shit.
Everything.
Lord. Mm-hmm. Oh Lord. Yeah, I was told not to respond to dudes because that means green. But it's not. For me, it's not green. How do I? So I just, because then I don't respond to everybody. But like, you know, how are you? Good, thanks. Like, I don't know. I don't know.
See, the more you listen to this podcast, the more you'll know this is what we refer to as Tinder dicks.
Yes. Sucker for loves.
I'm a sucker for love.
No, they are.
They are.
Elaborate.
Sucker for loves and Tinder dicks would take, case in point, waiting tables, right? Mm-hmm. You know how the waitress comes over? She's cordial. She's nice. She wants to get your food right, so on and so forth. Sucker for love would be like, bro, you see how she was looking at me? You see how she was feeling me? Bro, she took my plate first. You know what I'm saying? She was giving me, I think I'm a holler at her. I'm a holler at her. Not being able to differentiate between somebody being nice, cordial, and cool, and somebody being like, you know what, I think I got a shot. I think I can holler at her. Tender dicks, sucker for love.
What do I do?
Ooh, Lord have mercy.
So just don't respond. Okay, I get it. No.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Dang, that's tough.
In a nutshell.
Oh, Lord.
Before we get out of here for this episode, I think it is only right that we talk about the man of the hour. So anybody that is not aware, us in Texas, we are not used to the weather conditions we have gone through this week. And this motherfucker, Ted Cruz.
This nigga.
Decides to abandon ship to go to, where was it, Cancun?
Yeah.
And then decided to blame it on his daughters.
Bruh.
Dang.
I'm almost speechless.
It's so this is first, you know, I be on a high side on other people's senators and House of Representatives, then I realize who we got and I gotta reel that shit back in. But it's like he messed up on so many levels because he blamed it on his daughters. Then somebody downed him out on the group chat, his wife group chat, saying, hey, she was like, hey, y'all want to go to Mexico? We could get a room. We could do this. We could do that. But the thing that gets me is he was like, the kids weren't in school. I was just trying to be a good dad and provide a different environment or whatever for my kids. But ain't that what the people in Mexico be doing too? And you be hating on them? You left Texas to get and provide a better environment for your kids. People in Mexico do the same thing, but you want to hate on them, but you doing it. I swear, boy, that dude's third.
And I think the part that pisses me off the most about this is that this motherfucker wouldn't even came back if they hadn't snapped that picture of him on that plane.
With his mullet. I swear. Ooh,
he wouldn't have came back.
No. He had been sitting up there looking like a damn me fat boy with a damn mullet, a damn butterball.
This motherfucking roly-poly built ass motherfucker.
I swear. That
Get his motherfucking ass out the Senate. Like,
ASAP.
Fuck all that.
Hey.
I lost respect for him when Trump down talked his wife and he just sit up there and just took it, just like it was nothing. I remember I was thinking about that shit. I said, man, if a dude, I don't care who it is, talk down on my girl, on Angel Face, I'm a politician. There's gonna be some smoke in the White House. We finna box. We finna straight. When I see you, you finna catch this fade. Point blank, period. Oh, it's just politics. No, fam. You talking about my wife? Oh, no. You finna catch these hands.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that ain't cool.
Nah, them niggas go play in traffic, go kick rocks. Like, for real. I don't like him.
Not one motherfucking bit. Whew. Yeah, that's all I got for this episode. You got anything else?
I could carry over to the next.
That's a bet. Do you have anything you would like to add before we get out of here?
No, I guess we just getting warmed up. Shit, I'm
That's
nervous.
Oh
right.
yeah, you damn Skippy. You damn Skippy. Oh, it's about to get even better now because this whole next episode is probably about to be just mostly freestyle. So now it's really going to be on.
All
yeah.
right.
Oh yeah. Make sure your seats and tray tables are in the upright positions. It's about to be a bumpy ride on the next one. We about to get up out of here for episode 66. As always, it is your boy, the bad guy, P Mac,
It's your boy, the Walking Holiday He-Man.
and our special guest.
Thank you, guys.
Oh Lord.
Your name, girl, your name.
Oh, Lorena.
There you go. There you go. Oh Lord, we gonna get up out of here. Peace.
Later.
Oh, Lord.